Through the queue, you'll actually see a lot of artifacts from failed expeditions. Some of them from Imagineers that went to Nepal and the Himalayas to actually research. So many of these are authentic items. The mountain is the tallest structure on Disney World property at 199.5 feet tall, just under the height to have to put on a airplane light. The ride goes forwards, backwards, and has an 80-foot drop. The city down at the bottom here is known as Circa Zong. The ride gets up to 50 miles per hour and has forces up to 3 Gs. During the opening ceremony in 2006, Disney actually had a very elaborate ceremony with traditional Tibetan dancers and a blessing of the ride from Tibetan monks. When the ride first opened, it was one of the first to actually have a fast pass system. Now we know them as lightning lanes. And of course, the Yeti actually was an animatronic that moved, though due to structural damage from it swinging down it. Yes, it is now made to look to move with a strobe light, as called the Disco Yeti. The vehicle here is modeled after a tea train. Used to be found in the foothills of the Himalayas and is a steam train that was used to transport tea. As you can see, there are 2 different seats, so you will have your individual seat, and there is a divider between them. This train decided to go off on its own. It did not want to take us. Each vehicle is actually equipped with its own audio system, and that's where the creaking of the train, the roar of the Yeti, and the wind rushing through the mountains comes from. You'll notice that the bars actually do go over both of your legs, but it is actually quite wide, much wider than you would expect, and I had absolutely no problem fitting on this one. This is not like the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Do make sure to put all of your stuff down at the bottom and do not lose it. As you can see, it just locks straight into place. Now let's go on a view and find the Yeti. Oh, I hate this part. This is the one part that gets to me. Actually catching an image of the Yeti while riding is pretty hard because it's going so fast. I'll show that here at the end. But I hope you enjoyed this fat test and this point of view. Make sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.